Galera, Grand Finals Spring Championship da Europa, beleza? A gente tem Godly versus um player que eu nunca vi na vida, que é o AMGD, não sei como pronunciar, desculpa. Enfim, no comentário fixado, pessoal, vai estar aí uma coisinha bem interessante pra vocês, tá? Junto com as minhas redes sociais, e ai meu Deus do céu, ó o dano. Junto com as minhas redes sociais, que eu tô criando conteúdo de react pra vocês lá, e meu novo canal de gameplay, tá bom? Um beijo, espero vocês por lá. Bora. Esqueci de comentar, essa é a Grand Finals, eu acho que já comentei, mas Godly está vindo da bracket da Winners, tá? E o Amig, não é AMGD não, é AMGG, ele tá vindo da bracket eliminatória, ou seja, para ele conseguir ganhar o campeonato, ele precisa ganhar 2 sets seguidos, beleza? E caso ele ganhe um set, o próximo set vai sair amanhã ou hoje mais tarde, beleza? A próxima, a Grand Finals, True Grand Finals, não sei como é que se fala, enfim. A Grand Finals da Grand Finals, entenderam?
The chase dodge spends almost all the resources here, so Godly just gets one single aerial on the way out.
Importante citar que o Godly, ele tá tendo que lidar contra muito CHAKRAM, tá tendo muito CHAKRAM na Europa, tá, gente? Na América do Sul a gente também teve alguns, mas eu acho que na Europa a gente tá tendo até mais. E tanto é que a Grand Finals tá aí, né? Mais um CHAKRAM.
Into the strategy, that should be stock close to it. Next recovery split will go, or you could attempt to fuse and do something else.
Impossible. I think it's actually illegal.
It could be. Ooh, you never know. Okay, here's the thing that was a little bit concerning though in the Godly set versus the last Priya that we got was the hammer was kind of a non-factor.
Yeah.
I feel like we almost wanted to see Godly over-index towards the axe.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like the hammer was a little bit of a struggle in his earlier matchup against Frydazol, but you know what? Already looking a little bit better. He was able to hit that neutral signature. Godly, back to the axe though. How is he going to try to finish this one off? Is it going to be a Sig? Is it going to be a Sair? Or is he going to just add up the damage?
Okay. Yeah, and once again, I think it's option 3, at least for right now. Godly, totally acceptable to take just the hits that he can get. Anything will do. Look at this. I mean, deep red from AMGG. You're looking down at Taros. It's frightening, to say the least.
I'm pretty sure the last time I saw a sidelight hit somebody that high was like in training mode when I just set the bot to have 800 damage on him.
Yeah, our TVs didn't have color back then when we were able to see it. I'm getting war flashbacks seeing that one happen, but there's a stock off the top finally. Godly, I mean, firmly in position to take this first stock, and the game plan is looking extremely sound.
Yeah, looking solid. Not out of the woods just yet. He still has to get through this final stock of AMGG, and we've seen AMGG get some reversals here, but here come the Chakrams. Misses the read with that gravity cancel side sig.
Yeah, and in a lot of these spots now, when you're coming up against a legend like Taros in the hands of Godly, AMGG's putting himself in situations where he's sweat beating very high up, right? So it's just a matter of reading the drift correctly one time, and Godly gets 1, 2, 3 hits, maybe even a whole stock.
Yeah, you're seeing AMGG starting to get a little nervous here. He's throwing out a lot less safe options. Goes in for the double dare. Godly able to avoid it. Good spot dodge through Godly's attack.
Ooh, dodges through the weapon toss as well and picks up the KO off the top. That's probably best case scenario you could have had if you're AMGG.
Yeah, couple it with the fact that Godly did just pick up an axe and now he's going to be stuck on this hammer. And AMGG might be able to get some damage here, but might not matter as a stomp side air.
Ooh. Okay, AMGG gets a turn. This is unarmed from Godly, so you just have to swing to get off me, and yeah, there is the axe. The old reliable, I mean, it had worked in years past, and it is surely going to keep working now. That's game 1, going over to Godly.
And that right
there, 2 games away.
Puxaram uma Yumi-Dami, let's go.
Champion. It's just Priya everywhere, a sea of this new legend, and Godly says, I defy all of it.
Well, you know what they say, the cream of the crop rises to the top, and that right now is Godly, who has risen above all of these Priyas here in the top 4. Godly, though, with the hammer. We'll see if he can do anything, because right now, AMGG finally getting the first hit, or getting hit for the first time, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this followed almost the exact same pattern as game 1. AMGG went off to a red-hot start with a couple of really amazing strings, but as soon as Godly picked up the axe, it's like, let's bring this gameplay screeching to a halt and make AMGG really have to think hard about what approach options he has.
Okay, Nair as AMGG was sweating towards that soft platform. Another Nair. AMGG is in a little bit of trouble here. The Stomp not going to connect.
Yeah, right idea, though, to just patrol that weapon spawn with the Stomp. AMGG cooking a little bit too hard here. That could have been GCD light ground pound unarmed. And I think that's what Godly was posturing for.
Easy punish. Going to be the neutral light. Not quite enough to KO, though.
Okay, off stage. No weapon in sight, so Godly wants to instead go for that. Maybe just go for Stomp Sair now.
Both of them just sliding right past each other. The side air will get that first KO. Godly did take a decent tick of damage here, though, and that's why AMGG was sticking on that sword so long. It's because he was like, I know, it's sword. I just got to get a recovery. Just got to get a side air.
Yeah, and I mean, in true, honest fashion, that might be the answer that AMGG needs to at least kind of create some parity between the two of them again, right? Like, he's playing a lot from behind, picking up stocks after Godly has just slowed the pace down a decent amount. The sword will just find you those simple options to get KOs, but wait a minute.
AMGG actually ended that string with the gravity cancel sidelight there, was trying to get a little bit of a reset for a chase dodge. I think Nair, because I think he was out of tools to go for a recovery, but still good pressure, good damage coming out from AMGG.
Ooh, Godly looking to break the ankles a little bit, crossing up with the dash jump behind.
You would know.
Don't do that. That one hurt.
Yeah, I saw the brace.
Godly trying to get a little bit more momentum under his belt. Just the Sair will at least force the offstage and a disarm to boot.
Ooh, not able to get that recovery, though. AMGG goes in, dash in, and downlight to split. Godly knows one good swing. AMGG, though, with so much movement, Godly not going to swing on it yet.
Such a scary pick is Taros, right? Yeah, and once again, the divider has been set at the middle of the stage, right? Godly says if you come anywhere near this weapon spawn, you're taking a stomp. Okay.
Oh. Yo, AMGG,
Ooh.
weapon toss will hit. AMGG stealing out the lead over Godly.
Yeah, I mean, I would say Godly could answer this back with just like GCD sig like we saw in the first game. It could be just about anything, especially with the axe in hand. But AMGG, first real meaningful lead of the set and extending it that much further with another string to bring towards orange. Okay.
Yep, I like the decision there from AMGG. Chase dodges towards the stage, knows he has to go for a reset, was running out of tools. Hammer in hand, went for the scoop up.
That's
AMGG's
really bad for Godly. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Godly was going for a stomp there. I mean, why? Look at where AMG was, so far above. Gets the reversal hit that he's looking for, but the damage that he has taken as a result could be the end of game number 2.
Back to the axe. Sword in hand for AMGG. Godly's taking so much damage. AMGG could finish this off with a weapon toss, and he will.
He does.
He's going to get himself on the board. 1-1. Like, what do I do? Like,
Right.
what attack do I throw out?
Mudança de pique do Godly, mano, trazendo uma Nix. Eu comentei em outro set que algumas pessoas contra a CHAKRAM estavam de foice e depois que elas perdiam e não tava dando muito certo, não tava funcionando tipo um Mornix da vida, elas mudavam pra Nix ou Mirage. Então vamos ver se ele traz uma Mirage caso não dê certo a Nix, né? Mas vamos lá, vamos ver.
Swap from Godly, and like you said, it worked out versus Frydasol, so it might work out here as well.
All right, striking around a little bit. AMGG approaching from the air.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Good swap
Nice
there.
Two-piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we had said that we kind of feel blasters are probably the preferred weapon, at least for early damages, because you can challenge so much space where Chakrams have just seemingly thrived so far.
Yeah, especially like in neutral, I think Godly's a little bit more comfortable with the blasters here. You see the side airs. He's even going high. Another side air. AMGG. Will be
GCD
able to
light?
get
No,
to the
no, no.
wall.
Oh, waiting for a jump. Godly, though, still in good position. AMGG with the reversal hit. Dare doesn't connect. Godly touches the wall, and there's no punish to be had, so AMGG safely back towards stage, but for how long?
Good dodge there from AMGG as Godly hit the soft side light into the jump side air. Blaster's side air might do it. Blaster's recovery definitely will, but the question is if he can get the hit for it.
I think Sair's, yeah, just enough at this point, too. Okay, not from that position. Oh, we waited, and there it is. First strike going over towards the Knicks.
Yeah, can't fault Godly for that last part. He hit the side light and was really hoping AMGG was going to dodge wrong so he could come in, maybe hit a recovery, hit a side air. Instead, just waited out, and then he went in. jumps into the neutral sig there.
Okay, awkward position. Can Godly flip it? Doesn't want to yet. And again, recovery from the ground. If the chakrams are split, it doesn't KO, like in red. So Godly can kind of afford to take a few more of these hits, knowing if he gets a favorable trade at the outset of it. Off stage. Still not enough.
Yeah, weirdly enough, like, split chakrams become almost less of a threat because it can't string into itself.
Exactly.
So it's just like resetting neutral and you're not getting KO'd. So it's like, okay, I guess that's fine.
Could be a bit of the arthritis of the weapon. Harder to get those KOs unless you just get single hits towards those high damage thresholds. But finally, AMGG does get the stock. Godly a little bit ahead. No Sarah in sight, though, quite yet. Okay, there's the scoop up from AMGG, but Godly answers back with a pair of Sares off stage. Is this just going to be Dare? It could be ground pound, could be anything. Jockeying for position, waiting for the jump up from AMGG was absolutely perfect.
No, but he's still got plenty of movement here. Godly not able to get the hit in the offstage. AMGG goes for the gravity cancel neutral light.
Ooh, and now Godly sweat beating as well. AMGG capitalizing on the panic option. Ooh, AMGG's starting to claw back some damage at least. That's going to be a whiff punish, but disarm means it's not going to KO again.
Trying to hit the side air. AMGG with a good dodge. Double down air.
Okay,
triple down air. Where's this air? AMGG, once again, going for the vertical. Godly with the recovery, gonna get the KO, but he's taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, AMGG has really, really brought this back. I mean, good weapon spawn position for AMGG could mean it's just an even bout. That was a little bit unlucky, honestly, for AMGG, that Godly was able to pick that one up. Now back on the sword for AMGG. Could be just Sarah, and that's got to do it.
Yeah, not enough there. Godly, little too obvious there with that recovery straight over the platform. AMGG not taking the bait and trying to challenge. Instead, just waits it out and hits that side air. Now it's final stocks here in game number 3.
Yeah, and I mean, just like that, AMGG has actually taken a lead.
Caraca.
Okay. Slight lead now in terms of damage. Swing and a miss from AMGG. Godly going to work off the right side. Gets the swing.
The chase dodge up, hits the side air, swaps over to the blasters, getting good damage. He's in position, but AMGG not going to dodge.
And this is so much more trademark Godly. Look at how far up the stage he's going to try to commit for the stock. AMGG hanging on.
He's so good at just like putting his presence out there and just threatening. AMGG not panic dodging too much. Oh, you can see Godly wanting to get underneath him for the recovery.
Yeah, and we really haven't seen Godly present that reversal option at all yet. There's Sarah. High angle, nowhere in sight though. AMG easily makes it back towards the stage.
There's a weapon spawn. AMGG dodges away from it. Coverage from the weapon toss.
Ooh, okay. Sword scary, even at this threshold, right? D-Light recovery is very close, if not just outright in that position. Where are you going? Where are you going?
He committed so hard with the blaster's recovery, thought he was going to catch KO. Like, if you really want to distill it, it's like, okay, bro, press.
Bora lá, sem mudança de mapa, sem mudança de pique. Let's go.
Unfortunate, because AMGG capitalizes so hard off of it.
100%, yeah, and I mean, there's so many ways we could dilute a situation like that down, right? Like, a little bit less damage, and it's such a non-factor that would even have been a mistake. But, hey, that's the way that the situation ended up, and AMGG capitalized, like you said, to make set point here for the reset over EU's finest.
Ooh, he wasn't on stage, so it was a Nair instead of the end light. I think he wanted the end light. Right now, AMGG just wanting to find more hits onto Godly, and he is succeeding so far. He's just throwing out dare after dare after dare.
Okay, tries to cover the back with a weapon toss. There's the implementation of the Nair once again, specifically when playing underneath. If recovery won't get the KO, I do think it's a pretty solid option to at least just push away, force the reset. But signature number 1 from AMGG will get first strike. Dude, this could be a reset.
It's definitely looking like it, especially because AMGG is probably in his best position he's been in against Godly this entire set. Okay.
Nossa, morreu.
Grab the cancel side light, gets that weapon toss
Não
after the
morreu. Meu
recovery.
Deus.
Down light,
Morreu.
ground pound. AMGG is gone. Evens it up just like that.
Yeah, and I mean, strings like that are the reason why, you know, we were kind of wondering in the Fridasol set with Godly, Oh, he's using the scythe a lot more often, right? That's the reason that we get to see it. So, Godly a little bit more comfortable on this weapon, opting for this now instead.
Ooh. I kind of like that option. He saw the dodge come out from AMGG, and he was like, this should cover a lot of things that you're going to do. Just didn't quite cover that drift away from AMGG. Goes off stage. Ooh, but he dodges back towards the stage, and AMGG ends up getting that wall touch.
Ooh, yeah, trying to scoop in. Godly, first to act. Once again, just positioning around this weapon spawn where if he gets lucky, gets a disarm, yeah, free starve.
How does he get the stock, though? Downlight, not going to hit. Side air, not going to hit. AMGG throws out the signature. Just going to be a down air from Godly.
Such an important game here, too. Not only for the fact that it just keeps Godly in the first set, but for the fact that he needs to regain some momentum here. I think he just got a huge punch to the gut from AMGG stealing that game away.
Unfortunate for Godly there. He weapon toss to the left, likely trying to steal it away, but okay, Godly.
Hang on.
Bold decision.
Off stage. Yeah, but that dare, it's like a drag up as well, so it kind of allowed Godly to make it back towards the stage. AMGG wanting all the smoke, though, getting so much more damage here. This could be another stock. Barely misses.
Godly just finds a hit in. Here's the down air. Stays low. Doesn't get the recovery, though.
Okay, high recovery. Gets the Sarah as well. At least to just push away, allow Godly one more chance here before he probably just loses stock to recovery.
Okay. Oh! Surprised that recovery
yeah.
actually beat out.
Ooh, throws it away. Fuse Chakram, not enough. Splits it again, but this split recovery will do it. Even, yeah, like the side lights were very close. And there it is, last stock for both players.
A little bit of a damage advantage. Godly, though, needs to find that weapon spawn. There it is on the left side, and AMGG not going to cover it. Instead, goes to the right side, side light, side air. Godly's got to be careful here. He does have some health to play with, so he can throw out a wild recovery, but can't afford too much there.
Ooh, okay. Sarah was great positioning now for Godly, but just like that, AMGG fast tracks it towards center stage. Hang on, hang on!
Doesn't get the nair, though. Resets back onto the stage. Godly thanking his lucky stars he got away from that one.
Yeah, and every single attack that doesn't result in a KO, and let's go to game 5 for Godly, I'm sweating a little bit, I'm breathing a little bit heavier, because we saw what AMGG could do in the previous set as well. What's the difference versus someone like Godly? There's the Sarah off the left side. Next one is close to just getting the stock outright, especially at this position.
AMGG gonna wait, but it's a down air, and Godly takes it to game number 5.
Quinto jogo, let's go. Bora lá, Wyoming Dumbzinho, let's go.
Find out here as we get into the next one. It's been pretty close. The damage difference, about 30, 514 versus the 486.
And we are seeing the strong Miami Dome counterpick as well. Last two picks were exactly the same, 4 stages, so maybe the change of scenery could help AMGG to force the reset.
It's definitely helping right now. Getting in with those side airs. You're seeing a little bit of a change up on how AMGG is playing. It's working to his favor as he gets in with the sig, gets in with a recovery. AMGG going aggressive off stage, and it's going to get that first stop.
Taking a page out of Godly's book for sure. Yeah, spending so much movement to go all the way out there, secure the stock. AMGG, a statement opening saying, you know what, I think you're going to have to work if you don't want me to reset you. All right. Dodging over towards the weapon. Godly now taking his time a little bit after, once again, kind of just getting dynamically punched in that first stock. A full stock behind, and AMG looking to extend the lead that much further.
Godly being a little bit more patient here. Knows that he's a full stock behind.
And once again, those are the positions where if you're Godly, you really have to capitalize more. At least just make sure you're getting edge guard position or a couple more hits out of it, right? Because AMGG so willing to sweat beat himself in these positions if it means he can get someone to yellow, get like 50, 60 damage off of it, or just take a stock outright.
Yeah, more than willing to use every resource in the kit. Godly over to the blasters. Side air from this position could do it. Down air's not.
Okay, weapon throw barely didn't connect on the side of Godly. Once again, looking for the end sig to just try to call out a jump or drift in from AMGG. Oh, the weapon toss covering the back. AMGG is just fishing for a D-Light unarmed. Didn't get any of them. I think that was like unarmed. Didn't get any of them. I think that was like 2 or 3 straight, but the recovery with the blasters will be enough to equalize the stocks. Look at that damage though, Duke.
I know, Godly. He's about to lose this second stock. He needs to get as much damage as he can, but the side air puts him off screen. Another side air could do it for AMGG. Nice. Fights back onto the stage.
Ooh, wanted to cross up. Great dodge from Godly. I mean, that recovery probably was enough to get the KO.
He's doing a little bit too many sidelines for me, because there's been multiple times where AMGG is just inside of that satellite empty space.
See, maybe some adjustments are in order. AMGG waiting for it. Every single drift pattern analyzed all the way down to the frame. AMGG finds the opening. And again, it's a very comfortable lead so far to potentially reset this bracket.
Yeah, really good spot here for AMGG to get that reset, get another best of 5. Godly, he's gonna try to deny as best as he can, but right now, here's the juggles. AMGG with the reset off the soft platform again.
Yeah, GG's now playing at like a bit of an awkward spacing for Godly's Scythe, where he really can't get any of these initiators going. Godly needs to make some magic happen if he wants to end it here. Otherwise, it could be a long 5-game set to determine our winner.
Meu Deus.
Okay, swaps weapons.
Is it Dare? Is it anything? Okay, Sair to cover the high recovery. Now do we go Dare?
Nice.
Of course.
Goes for the weapon toss just in case. Goes
he
for
wanted
grab
to
against
secure
the
it.
sidelight, but AMGG able to get back up with the help of a neutral air.
And AMGG still had movement there. I don't think he was sweat beating, but Godly just barely misses out on securing it with the GCD light. Has to work for another stock here. Gets the stock off the top, but took a few more hits because of that miss on the right side.
It is a little bit closer than it was at the start of the second stock of AMGG, but Godly, once again, still playing from behind, has taken a decent amount of damage. This would definitely be quite the upset if Godly's able to bring this one back, because AMGG was almost able to put this one away.
Oh, wow. Look at the baits from Godly, though, saying, come up here, recovery me, right? I'm going to just go for a dare to challenge you on the way up. Hasn't really shaken Godly's game plan so far, so it seems. But again, anything can change after one first hit from this pre-up.
That's the dare. Wanted to stuff it. AMGG.
Okay, really nothing there for the offstage. Godly already in red now. We saw these recoveries from Priya with the split chakrams have not been enough to get the KO even in red on a lot lot of these stages. So
the near doesn't hit.
Godly gets a chance.
Godly
gets a
with the drift
chance.
away, the ground pound.
This is it, GCD line.
AMGG, he's got movement. He's got the touch. Godly not able to close it out. The weapon toss from AMGG keeps him alive, but Godly's still going in.
Caraca. Galera, hoje mais tarde, se esse vídeo estiver saindo à noite, tem a parte 2 amanhã. Se esse vídeo estiver saindo meio-dia, tem a parte 2 mais tarde. É isso, gente. Se inscreve no canal. Um beijo e até o reset.